Good evening, everybody. Good evening and welcome. The awards proper are going to start shortly, but we've got a couple of videos that we'd like to share with you first.
I'm Richard Osman and I choose bookshops because there's just a world of stories in there.
If you've never been to a bookshop, you don't know what you're missing.
I love the adventure of going in and not knowing what I'm going to leave with.
Fiction enables us to connect with people, and bookshops are the place where we can do it, first of all with real people and then with the books. It's like this double layer of great connection, really.
There's a sort of community feeling in that I can't really seem to find anywhere else.
The bookshop in my village is the heart of the community.
There's nothing like going in there and discovering things and being able to smell them too.
There's always someone on hand to sort of give you a friendly nudge in the right direction if you don't know what you want.
It's the knowledge of the booksellers, their expertise, their love of what they're selling.
I always find something that I've not heard of or not come across, and
They got a sense for what I like to read, and then they would suggest things whenever I went in.
Beautiful, hardback, sprayed-edged books. Books that feel beautiful in the hand.
A great feeling walking into my local bookshop, that feeling of excitement.
While away a happy hour.
Where every book spine is a portal.
There are so many different worlds in there.
I've got a lovely feeling about bookshops. A lot more immediate, it's a lot more intimate. They're vital community spaces. I love them.
Please, please, please support any bookshop anywhere near you.
They might choose a voyage to stars and black holes, or to relive their team's most legendary goals, to learn how to draw, to grow, to bake, or scare themselves silly and stay wide awake. From the depths of love to the depths of the ocean, give a gift beyond words. Give a National Book Token.
So, good evening, everybody. I'm Hazel Broadfoot, and I'm the president of the Booksellers Association, as well as the owner of Village Books in Dulwich. Before I hand over to our host for this evening, I want to say a few words on behalf of booksellers across the UK and Ireland. Firstly, thank you to Grace Buckle, our British Sign Language interpreter, for joining me on stage. Thank you to the team at Foyles for hosting us in their beautiful bookshop. I love Foyles. Thanks also to the headline sponsor of the Books Are My Bag Readers Awards, National Book Tokens, and to all our sponsors, Hachette UK, Penguin Random House UK, HarperCollins Publishers, Pan Macmillan, Simon & Schuster, DK, Bloomsbury, Canongate, Usborne, Scholastic, Faber & Faber, Bonnier Books UK, Chicken House, Profile, Walker Books, Atlantic Books, David Fickling, Little Tiger, and Ingram Content Group. That's a wonderful collaboration. I think they all deserve a round of applause. And I'd also like to add a thank you to Emma Bradshaw of the BA, who works so hard to organise and curate these awards. Emma, we appreciate it. Since we gathered together here last year, the cost of living crisis has continued to impact consumer spending and the retail landscape. At a time when we're all considering how and where we spend our money more closely, I'd like us all to take a moment to appreciate the value of books and bookshops. Few other forms of entertainment deliver as many hours of enjoyment for so little cost as books. And when you buy those books from your local bookshop, not only are you benefiting from expert knowledge and recommendations, you're also investing in your community. I hope you all have a great evening. All of the books shortlisted for this evening's award have been selected by booksellers, so you can be sure every one of them is an excellent read. And best of luck to all the shortlistees. Our host for this evening is one of Britain's most talented and experienced presenters, From BBC's landmark and historic children's show Blue Peter to the Paralympics, Crufts and the BBC's Our World. He's also the author of 2 children's books published by DK, Move Like a Line and Radzi's Incredible Facts. Please welcome Radzi Chinyanganya.
Thank you very much, Hazel. I'm genuinely absolutely pumped to be here for 2 main reasons. One is that I was meant to be here last year, and I'm going to say the C word straight off the bat. COVID. So I got COVID, I think about 24 hours beforehand, had the unenviable task of having to call Emma to say, I think I've got COVID. Well, I did have COVID, but could I actually stand up here and speak to everyone knowing I had it? So I thought, can't come. So I'm grateful they've had me back, but also because to me, books are incredibly powerful. Speaking to Zubs, who I think is through there, who's one of our Insta or Bookstagrammers, as we call her, she's obsessed with books. And I was saying to her, so what is it that got you into books? And she said, well, actually, she unfortunately lost her mum in 2018, and books are something that ultimately allowed her to heal. And despite being an English teacher, that was her tool for ultimately bereavement. So books are amazing. And today specifically is about celebrating all things booksellers. But first of all, I think we need to give Grace a bit of a round of applause because Grace is going to have arms forged in Mordor after this. Now, I hope what she's saying is actually what I'm saying. We have no idea, but we'll give it a go because, hello, my name is Grace. I'm the greatest signer of all time. Grace, thank you very much. I also speak very quickly, so I do apologise in advance. But this award is part of the Books Are My Bag campaign, and that actually operates year-round. I'm sure many of you know this, but if you don't, it's really, really important to know that it was set up by the Booksellers Association. It celebrates its 10th anniversary of being a thing, and the awards started in 2016 and has always been in Foyle's bookshop, because ultimately, this is the only award show on planet Earth where the actual shortlist is determined by booksellers and the winners are determined by the readers. And so every person in this room loves books, whether you're an author, an illustrator, a poet, a publisher, and everything in between. That's what today is all about. So hopefully we're genuinely going to have a really, really good time and shine a light, as was said just a second ago by Hazel, that booksellers, you are the heart of many, many communities. And it's where you go to find out, it's where you can feel comfortable, especially, I'm from Wolverhampton, not a lot of people have a lot of money. So actually, a bookshop is a safe place, and it's a place where you can transport yourself, whether you're overcoming a pain of a bereavement or anything in between. So this is going to be fantastic, roughly an hour. Hopefully, we're going to have a little bit of energy. So I know when you think of the literary world, you don't necessarily think party time. I know, it's shock horror. So all I will ask is, the way it's going to work with the awards is, I'm going to read out the shortlist, then the presenter of the award, if we can have a bit of an applause, and then obviously for the actual winner of the award. So I think without further ado, we can get things underway. And first up is the fiction category. Now, our shortlisted titles take us to the past, the present, and the future. They tackle themes of love and loss, right and wrong, wealth and poverty. And the titles shortlisted for the fiction category are, no applause yet, Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver, Sea of Tranquility by Emily St. John Mandel, Yellowface by Rebecca F. Kong. To present the award, would you please welcome to the stage Perry Chimman from Green Heart Books.
Hello. Put this here because it's quite heavy. Open this envelope. The winner of the Fiction Award is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. Gabrielle can't be here tonight, but we have a video message that will play now.
Thank you so much for choosing Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow for the Books Are My Bag Reader's Choice Award in Fiction. It's obviously such an unusual award because the shortlist is curated by the booksellers and yet it is voted upon by the readers. And so you don't really know entirely who to thank, but you feel a lot of gratitude all around. And I have to say that the booksellers did a great job with the fiction shortlist this year, which included, of course, Emily St. John Mandel and Barbara Kingsolver and R.F. Kuang. And so really the readers couldn't have gone wrong no matter who they picked, but I'm still glad that they picked me. So thank you to the readers for reading and for voting. And I have to say, when I think about why the book has, found so many readers in the UK, I think it's because the booksellers have shown my book such enthusiasm, and I feel really grateful for that. So I wish I were in England to celebrate with all of you, and thank you so much.
Congratulations. Now, I have to say, the awards, by the way, are good. They're proper quality, heavy. Heavy is the barometer of quality, and they are very heavy. So you definitely want to win one of these bad boys. Now, on to our second award of the evening, and a set of books between them that look at gardening, growing, diet, mental health, physical health, gender, and neurodiversity. Our non-fiction shortlisted titles are Ultra Processed People by Chris Van Tulleken, Why Women Grow by Alice Vincent, Why Women Grow by Alice Vincent. We like it, yes. Page Boy by Elliot Page. Yes, we like this. Let's keep this going. Strong Female Character by Fern Brady. Oh, yes, I'm delighted to introduce. Let's keep that noise going for Beth Andrew from Stanford.
Wow, a beautiful audience. Oh my God, I break it. Okay, and the winner is Strong Female Character by Fern Brady.
Congratulations. And I think we're just going to have a photo just there. Where would you like her to go? We're going to make it really awkward by just having total silence while the photo takes. Round of applause. Massive. Is there anything you'd like to say?
Oh, just I didn't know how important booksellers were until I wrote this book, and they were so vital in their support, and especially there was amazing indie bookshops that helped launch the book, and then it's just flattering to be up against such an insane shortlist. I just didn't think I would win this, but yeah, thank you. Thanks to Romilly, my editor, and Chris, my long-suffering comedy agent, for pushing me to write it, and then Jess Malloy at Curtis Brown for putting the book out there, and my boyfriend Connor for hearing me say it's hard to write a book over and over again for about 2 years. Thank you.
Well done. Now, as will be demonstrated, all of our winners will basically just stand off to the side and then get a nice official photo taken. Now, to say, so it's the 7th of November, exactly 7 weeks until the other C word, Christmas. Do we feel, is it officially the festive season? There was a lot of apathy in the room as I said that. So, okay, hands for festive. Hands for not. It's a bit like Brexit. It's pretty close, this one. Went controversial already. We went there. Now, the poetry category is up next. And to quote the CLPE, the Power of Poetry's report, poetry is an important vehicle to explore individual identity and the identity of others. We have 4 titles on our shortlist that demonstrate that perfectly. The shortlisted poetry titles are Divisible by Itself and One by Kay Tempest, More Fire by Keo Chingonwi. Now, I've got to get this right, by the way. Is it Chingonwi? No. How is it pronounced, sir? Chingonyi. Chingonyi, hard G. No soft Gs, they're in posh places. That was improvised, by the way. That was a hard G, a hard G. We're going to move on. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Bad Diaspora, poems by Momtaza Mary. Thank you. And Cat Prince by Michael Pedersen. To present this award, please welcome to the stage Kirsty Hurst from W.H. Smith.
Hello all. It really is, you could do some damage with that, it's really heavy. And the winner is The Cat Prince of the Poems by Michael Pedersen.
you. Hiya. Thank you very much. I mean, the shortlist is absolutely bubbling up with brilliance and bravura. It was a fucking pleasure just to even share shelf space with them, a digital world with them. To be in that poetic swirl with them is such a privilege, especially knowing this came through bookshops. I grew up in an area that didn't have a bookshop in it. It did have a fishing tackle shop there, however, called Mike's Tackle Shop, the ultimate fishing experience. I love a shop with a subtitle. And I used to eke away lunchtimes there, sort of practicing a false form of masculinity that I was unable to inhabit at that point in time, failing at it dramatically. And this collection is about those failures, about taking back the tendernesses and the triumphs in what is a failed form of masculinity to push a new way forward. And through praying to the literary gods, unfortunately that fish and tackle shop closed down and is now turned into the Portobello Bookshop, one of my favourite independent bookshops in the world. And as someone that sort of dwells in bookshops, reads in them, they worships at the altar of them, it's such a pleasure to have this. But more than anything, this collection is about a dear friend of mine, my great creative inspiration in the world, who unfortunately left this planet before their time, and it was a way of celebrating, trophicising how vital friendship can be in our lives. So thank you very much.
Michael, could I just ask, who is that person who passed away?
His name is Scott Hutchison. He was a singer in an incredible band called Frightened Rabbit. Maybe listen to some of his music and have a boogie. Long live Christmas.
Round of applause for Scott. Well said, sir. And I have to say, I wasn't expecting to be out-afroed by a Scotsman. That happened. Loving your work, sir. We're going to discuss moisturising cream later on. On to our next category now for younger readers. Now, whether drawing inspiration from myth, legend, or contemporary high school life, all four of these books are guaranteed page-turners. The titles shortlisted in the young adult fiction category are Gwen and Art Not in Love by Lex Croucher, Promised Boys by Nick Brooks, The Lesbiana's Guide to Catholic School by Sonora Reyes, and Girl, Goddess, Queen by B. Fitzgerald. And here to present the award is Nick Campbell from Waterstones.
Hello, everyone. And the winner is Gwen and Art Are Not in Love by Lex Croucher.
I hate public speaking so much. I don't understand how everyone's so good at it. Like, I wasn't there the day they taught this. Thank you so much to the booksellers who nominated Gwen and Art, and to the readers who voted. Thank you to my agent, Chloe Seeger, who's hiding somewhere, being creepy with a phone. Oh, I see her. And to everybody at Bloomsbury who've been so amazing. It means a lot to win this award, because I feel like books that are a little bit silly and try to be funny and lighthearted aren't necessarily always nominated for awards, let alone win them. And when I wrote this book, I really wanted to make queer young people feel seen, but I also just really wanted to make them laugh, because I feel like we need that a lot right now. So yes, thank you so much for recognizing that in this space and making it worthwhile. So yes, thank you.
Well done, Lex. Now, Nick, just very quickly, I have to talk about the tash here. It's Movember. That's not 7 days growth, is it? That's unbelievable. The most hirsute gentleman in the history of all follicular growth. Thank you very much, sir. Next up, it's children's fiction. These four books see all... I can't have said follicular growth, by the way. That just came out. See their protagonists embarking on adventures, but their settings, challenges, and journeys couldn't be more different. The shortlisted titles are... And by the way, I apologise for saying at the start, we should not have the applause when the books are read out, because that wooing, we like that, by the way, so let's do that for sure. Jamie by L.D. Lipinski. Impossible Creatures by Catherine Rundell. The Skull by John Klassen. Greenwild by Parry Thompson, illustrated by Eliza Pangeli. And now over to Mary Moser from the Edinburgh Bookshop, who'll be presenting this one.
very exciting category for me because we're quite obsessed by children's books in my shop. And the winner of the Children's Book of the Year is Impossible Creatures by Catherine Rundell, which will be very popular. She's a bookshop favourite too. Catherine isn't able to join us, but Ellen Holgate, her...
I am, I'm here.
Agent, will take it for her. Thank you.
Stolen my line. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm not Catherine Rundell. I'm an imposter. I'm her editor. I'm Ellen Holgate. But in the event that she won, Kate did write me a few words to say to you all tonight. So she says, she's on tour in the US, by the way, which is why she's not here. She does have a good excuse. She said, thank you so much for this wonderful award. I'm very sorry I can't be with you in person, but it's such a joy and an honour to win a prize curated by booksellers and chosen by readers. She has some very brief thanks. She says thank you to her glorious agent, Claire Wilson, and to the superb team at Bloomsbury, especially those who have marketed, promoted and sold the hell out of this book. B. Cross, Alicia Bonser, Sally Wilkes and Sophie Rosewell. Most of all, I'd like to thank the community of children's writers for their warmth and wit and brilliance for all the years I've been writing. I'm endlessly proud to belong to a community that is so inventive, funny, generous and kind. Thank you hugely. The time difference in America will mean it's only early afternoon right now, but if I win, I will nonetheless be drinking a glass of something very strong in such grateful celebration. Cheers to you all and thank you.
Well said. And just touching on the children's category, I was lucky enough, Hazel mentioned it, to work on a show called Blue Peter. And we used to have the Blue Peter Book Awards. And I got to see firsthand the power that books can have for young people. And I think especially people, perhaps, who lack confidence, and seeing them being able to immerse themselves into a totally different world or find out what's possible. And we used to have a Blue Peter badge was one of the things that... In fact, has anyone here got a Blue Peter badge? Yeah. Good work. What was yours for? I mean, I presume you didn't get it yesterday. But what was it? Oh, for your kids. Okay. We all believe. But what would happen is people would come into the studio and they would say, as an author, I got a Blue Peter badge for writing about a book that I read. They then went on to become authors. And so the power of books to change and transform, especially young people's lives, in my opinion, is incredible. So massive congratulations to all those, especially shortlisted in the children's category. Now, though, we are on to the Breakthrough Author category, and this award could be for a debut author, it might be for an author who's switched genre that they write in, or the audience they write for, or it might be an established author who's suddenly seen a huge leap in sales, cash money, or recognition. The writers shortlisted for the Breakthrough Author are Rebecca F. Kong, Bonnie Garmus, Nana Kwame Ajay Brenya, and Sheena Patel. Would you please welcome, to present this award, Red Newsom from Blackwells.
And the winner is Bonnie Garmus.
Bonnie Garmus's editor.
Thank you.
And as Bonnie is the literary rock star that she is, she's on tour. But she has some lovely words for you all. I can't begin to adequately express what it means to me to win the Breakthrough Author Award. When I started writing lessons in chemistry, I never really thought it would get published, let alone be the recipient of awards from people I admire the most, booksellers. Booksellers change lives. Every time someone walks through your door, you connect them to the wider world in a way digital technology can't. Thank you for that, for maintaining the human connection, for selling beautiful, tangible objects that matter, for keeping our communities alive. Thanks also for inviting me into your stores, for always making me feel welcome, and for putting me side by side with some of the best writers in the world. I'm sorry I can't be there today, but I'm so incredibly happy that my editor, that's me, Jane Lawson, can be there on my behalf. Again, many thanks, Bonnie Garmus. Thank you, everybody.
Well said, Jane. Thank you as well. I just wanted to draw attention to two names. So one we had read there, but it's R-E-D, but Red works in the literary world. it was destined to be. So red, that jumped. Also, we have the best name so far, Nana Kwame Ajay Brenya. My full name is Munya Radzi Thomas Kingsley Christopher Chinyanganya. Butchered everywhere I used to go in school. So when I see a long name, I think, I salute you, sir. So, Nana, where are you? Is Nana in the house? Nana, in Nana's spirit, let's give him a round of applause, just for the name. And our final award of the evening is the Reader's Choice. Now, this category doesn't have a shortlist because we've invited readers to nominate their favourite book they've read this year. So it could be anything from any genre. It doesn't even have to be published this year. And to present the final award of the evening, which is the Reader's Choice Award, would you please welcome Fleur Sinclair from Sevenoaks Bookshop.
Right then. So, the winner is Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. So, can Jane Lawson come back up?
You know, what I said before, big thank you from Bonnie Garmus.
Well said at the end. Massive congratulations to all the nominees and the shortlisted here today. Thank you very much for all what you do in the literary world. A couple of rounds of applause. I think it's safe to say the food, by the way, has been fantastic. So to all the catering staff, can we have a cheeky round of applause? Also, as I'm sure you're aware, things like this don't happen without a lot of hard work that goes on behind the scenes. We mentioned Emma before. There are a number of people as well in the back, whether it's the technical guys or the people that have set this up throughout the year. So for the unsung heroes of this entire evening, can we give them a round of applause? And just a final sentiment about the importance of bookshops. Hopefully that's what you're really leaving with, is the importance of that role of that tiny but powerful institution plays. Please do keep supporting them. Please do go into your own bookshops. Please possibly think about this Christmas, maybe getting a book voucher. In terms of a book token, you will all get one of those as you walk out inside your goodie bag. We like the game show. Yes, it's taken an hour and we had our first game show. So should we now have an, so we've all got goodie bags for you this evening. Ooh, yes we do, yes we do. Now, do we know where those goodie bags are, by the way? Over there, we have a person waving. I think at the back there, they are waving. They have many goodie bags to present you all with to say thank you for coming this evening. Is it too early to say Merry Christmas? Okay, I'm not going to say, what I'm going to say is, it was a great Halloween, wasn't it? Ah, that bonfire was second to none. But in all seriousness, I hope you have an incredible festive season. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. Keep supporting our bookshops. Keep supporting the Booksellers Association. My name's been Radzi. Have a very good evening.